Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how Avatar 3 has been filmed and Cameron has plans through 7. But what? I I don't know how I exactly feel about this. Like 7 Avatar movies at the moment. And I'm only saying that not as a knock towards the Avatar movie that came out, which I did enjoy when it came out in theaters. But I'm saying that because we don't know how Avatar 2 will play out, how Avatar 3, or be received, I should say. Avatar 3 will be received, and hypothetically, Avatar 4 and 5 will be received if they go through with there being 5 Avatar movies. Was I did a video on this channel covering that James Cameron does have plans to cut the Avatar's franchise at number 3 if the reception of Avatar 2 doesn't get received well. And I did hear that Avatar 2 through 5 at the time that was announced, being like 4 more sequels, was going to be filmed back to back to back to back. So I'm not too surprised that Avatar 3 has been filmed at this point. I think I heard that before I had this YouTube channel, so there's that. Anyways, let's read. When it comes to the future of the Avatar franchise, James Cameron is keeping his options open. In an interview with Hollywood Reporter, Cameron confirmed that Avatar 3 has completed filming and will almost certainly be released, knowing that Disney has already spent more than $100 million on the film's budget. "Quote unquote, we'll probably finish movie 3 regardless because it's all shot. We have to really crater for it not to seem like it's worth the additional investment. We have to leave a smoking hole in the ground. Now, hopefully we get to tell Toe's thing because 5 is better than 4. 4 is better than 3, and 3 is better than 2. I mean, in some cases, yeah. In other cases, no. Some stories are better said in a standalone. Some are better said in 2, in a trilogy, and 4 and 5. Sure, who knows if Avatar is going to be one of those movies? Especially since the sequel hasn't come out yet. It's coming out like within the next few weeks of this recording, so who knows? But anyways, but if you think that he's stopping there, at least conceptually, you've got another thing coming. Cameron has up to the 5th film ready to go. "Quote unquote, it's all written out, steamed to stern, 4 scripts and fully designed. But he says he isn't just planning through Avatar 5. He got plans should the world demand them for Avatar 6 and 7. Okay? I would be 89 by then. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make Avatar movies indefinitely. The amount of energy required, I will have to train somebody how to do this because I don't care how smart you are as a director. You don't know how to do this. On the face of it, this has to seem crazy, even for the staunchest Avatar fans. A second movie feels like a stretch to me, let alone 7. What else are they going to do with this world and characters? But if you read the whole article, Cameron is realistic about the chances of this happening and the hurdles. After the way of the water faces, at one point he talks about the doubt surrounding the film, the skepticism in the marketplace around. oh, did they ever make any real cultural impact? Can anyone even remember the characters' names? Hey, I can't remember the characters' names. It's been like what, a little bit over a decade since the first one came out. Avatar 2, so I still am standing firm that Avatar 2 so it came out 2016. I'm still going down on that hill in terms of argument wise. Avatar 2 so it came out in 2016. And I would have been more okay with Avatar 3 coming out this year. Because at least we would have had two Avatar films. Anyways. Then we probably want to have the Zoe actress, Zoe Saldana. Not however you pronounce her last name. So Donna playing as Gamora in Gang Game, Infinity War, or Guardians 2, potentially. I don't know if she will be in all three films, but still. Imagine that woman's going to be busy. With these films, along with the other actors, who I don't know the names to. Only reason why I know Zoe Saldana's name is because it was in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I know her as Gamora in the MCU, so there's that. Anyways, while he ultimately disregards it and thinks Avatar is not comparable to something like Star Wars or Marvel, he acknowledges that they didn't exactly strike while the iron was hot. It's a fair point, and although I think it will probably do at least modestly well, these are important questions for those invested in the series to ask, and should The Way of Water do decent business, the third movie will be important too. That's where Disney will see how much people like the second, or ancestors, or whether moviegoers are getting tired of the Na'vi. It seems like anything can happen. I'm more interested in the box office than I am in the actual movie. So, having after like 3 come out, like be made, like I said, I'm not just surprised. I do remember hearing rumors back before Avatar 2 was had a trailer, and when I was doubting if Avatar 2 was going to ever happen, that I was saying seeing like 4 more sequels after Avatar 1 may be too far of a stretch because we haven't had Avatar 2 or 3 yet. Announcing 2 sequels would have been okay. Like Avatar 2 comes out, see how that does. After 3 comes out, seeing how that does. Having a teaser trailer like, oh shit, there's gonna be a 4th one? And maybe don't even announce there being like a 4th Avatar movie. Like, have it be like scene after the credits, kind of like how Marvel does scene after the credits, and how Pirates of the Caribbean does scene after the credits. But I feel like with Marvel, it's a bit more meaningful than Pirates of the Caribbean, because Marvel, they tease what the next movie's going to be. Pirates of the Caribbean does like oh shit moment. Like the end of the first one was Jack the Monkey taking an Aztec gold out of the trunk. The second movie had the dog on the island where Jack was the chief of. The third one I believe was Will, like Elizabeth Turner staying with her son waiting for Will. I forgot what number 4 and 5 were. I think 5 was Will Turner having nightmares about Davy Jones, but I forget what number 4 was. Secret ending was. Anyways, have the scene after the credits or secret endings, as I call them, be a tease to the next movie. Don't announce more movies. God damn it. Because I feel like that will partially take away from like the wow factor. Like announce that they're gonna have a scene after the credits, sure, but don't announce they're gonna be like potentially 7 movies. Which I think announcing there are going to be 7 movies right now is a bit premature. Or the possibility is a bit premature. Maybe say that like after the third one comes out. But right now, I think announcing there to be 7 movies And the Avatar universe is a bit much. So that's where I'm standing. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you fellow just later. Later, taters. And be kind to one another.